Hey YouTube friends and family, it's your girl Laura coming at you with another video. I hope you enjoy. Please take a few moments to listen. If you like what you hear, please press that like button, subscribe, comment, or share. I would really appreciate it. Okay, let's go. Good evening YouTube friends and family. This is your girl Laura coming to you with a quick video today. Today I want to talk about the importance of teaching our children good relationship skills. I want to read you a couple of chorus lines from a song written by John Mayer, and the title of the song is Daughters. And he released this song back in 2003. And it reads, "On behalf of every man looking out for every girl, you are the God and the weight of her world. So fathers, be good to your daughters. Your daughters will love like you do. Girls become lovers who turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too." As I listened to this song by John Mayer, I thought about how he stressed the importance of daughters needing their fathers. But as we know, boys and girls equally need their fathers in their lives. They equally need both of their parents. And it got me to wondering about parents being the first relationship teachers for their children. We learn how to behave, and we learn what type of relationships to expect based on what we grew up watching from our parents. If our parents grew up, or if we grew up watching them fuss and fight and argue, well then guess what? That becomes a part of our relationship. You know, even though we may know that it's not right, we may feel down deep inside that it's not right. We may have even felt deep down inside as children that, hey, this is not right. But for some reason, our parents being our first teachers, they set the tone for what type of relationships we may go after. And we may not go after these relationships intentionally, but somehow we end up with the same type of behavior in our relationships that we watch from our parents. And so our parents model this behavior and it becomes the norm for us. If we grew up in a family where there was violence, or mom and dad got a divorce, or grandma and grandpa got a divorce, auntie and uncle got a divorce. If divorce is something that runs rampant in the family, then guess what? Pretty much it models what type of relationship, or how our relationships will end up. No matter how much we try to, no matter how we get married for all the right reasons and everything, somehow our marriages end up in divorce. Now, not all the time, but the majority of the time, if there's a divorce, if there's no one in the family that has been married for a long period of time to model what a good marriage looks like, then most of the time our marriages dissolve into divorce. If there's a pattern of infidelity, then males and females both grow up thinking that infidelity is okay. That becomes the norm. So our boys become unfaithful. Sometimes our girls become unfaithful. But the girls grow up with a distrust for men, and they quickly discard men. The males grow up thinking that being unfaithful is okay, and they quickly run from one relationship to the next, leaving behind a trail of broken relationships. Friend, what we model for our children becomes the norm. If it's infidelity, if it's bad communication, if it's broken relationships or dysfunction, our kids take on that. and they drag this baggage into their relationship by no fault of their own. I once read a quote that stated that a man who does not know himself will destroy every woman he meets. And I'm not man bashing today at all, but it's a fact. Boys will model the behavior of their dads or whoever the male figure is in their lives, and girls will model the behavior of their mothers. If the males mistreated, were unfaithful, talked down, treated women like second-class citizens, then guess what? The sons will grow up thinking that that's okay, and that is how they will treat the special women in their lives. Girls, if she grows up and mom was overbearing, dominant, then she will grow up and she will treat the men in her lives that way. Or if she grew up watching mom being abused and treated like a second-class citizen and talked down to in the relationship, or misused or abused by a male figure in the home, then she will grow up and feel like that behavior is acceptable, and she will allow men to treat her that way. Unintentionally, it is a known fact that boys marry someone similar to their mother. Girls marry someone similar to their father, or whoever the male figure in the home may be. I have a question for you. Do you want your sons and daughters marrying someone who treats them the way you treat each other? I'm not going to answer that question for you. I'm going to allow you to think about that for a while. But my friends, we still have time. We still have time to fix this. We still have time to teach our kids good relationship etiquette, good relational behaviors, how to socialize, how to have good relationships, how to operate in good relationships. What's a normal relationship? They don't have to have a dysfunctional relationship for the rest of their lives. They don't have to model the bad behavior that they've seen. We still have time to fix it. You know, even if we didn't have great role models on relationships, even if we messed up in the beginning of our kids' lives, we still have time to fix this. We still have time to teach them and model good behavior in front of them. We still have time to show them the way. It's never too late. You know, even if we didn't receive all of this, even if we seen all the wrong type of behaviors, even if we were taught all the wrong things about how to operate in a relationship, we still have time to fix this for our sons and daughters, for our children's children's children. If we want our children to grow up and operate in satisfactory relationships, we must start now. We must start modeling this behavior, even if you have adult children. You know, like I said, even if you messed up during their early childhood years, their teenage years, their young adult years, as long as you are still alive today, you still have a chance to show them this is the way. You still have a chance to talk to them and make an impact so that they will go on and have good relationships. It's so important for us to have and interact with each other and have good relationships with each other, especially in our marriage or if in our dating relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend. It's important to have a good relationship. It's important to establish boundaries. It's important to have good communication. It's important to know how to resolve issues. It's important to know how to communicate, how to listen, how to talk to each other, how to treat each other. That is so important. People, we don't want our children to grow up with this dysfunction. We don't want our children to grow up jumping from one relationship to another relationship, trying to find happiness and peace, or trying to find a good relationship, or going through life being disappointed in relationships, or going through life with distrust, fear, not wanting to be married, not wanting to be in a relationship, wanting to be single the rest of their lives, or um, having problems with commitment or faithfulness. All of this right here, we got time to fix it. We got time to fix it. So this is just a short video. I don't know what I'm going to entitle this video, but all I know is that parents, we are our children's first teachers. And so let's do it the right way. If you've been given a second chance to do it the right way, do it the right way. You know, people are ending their marriages. The divorce rate is so high. People are married and not living together, or, just all kinds of strange things that are going on in marriages and in relationships that God never intended for it to operate this way. And so let's do this. Let's do this right. It's our responsibility. We owe this to future generations. Okay? So thank you for listening. If you enjoyed the content of my YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, comment, or share. And until we meet again, as always, bye-bye, my friend.